This video is a tutorial and an explanation of the newly launched Balanced DAO, which is decentralized finance on the Icon blockchain. So, if you want to know how that works and how you can start using it, this is the right place to be. What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you do get future updates whenever I upload a video. If you want me to send you an email every time I upload a video so you be sure that you never miss it, then just simply click the first link in the description below, sign up for my free crypto masterclass, that way you get on my email list and I can notify you via email every time I upload a video. Alright, Balanced DAO. This has been an incredibly anticipated launch of DeFi on the Icon network, and people have been looking forward to this for a long time. So what is it? How does it work? How do you use it? I'm going to break all of that down in the video. There will obviously be the timestamps down below so you can skip to the sections, and otherwise let's dive straight into it. So the official URL, balanced.network, this explains exactly what Balanced is and how it works. So as you probably know, if you've been following me or the channel for a while, I am a huge fan of Icon and ICX. I've made several videos about the blockchain, about the price prediction, where I think ICX could end up. I will link to those below in the description. So if you haven't seen that yet and you want to know why I'm bullish on ICX and Icon, go and watch those videos. But basically at this point in time, Icon ICX is trading at $2.55. It has a market cap of $1.5 billion. So Balanced is running on top of Icon. So just to establish that, okay? So Balanced is a decentralized bank of Icon, the best place to stake ICX, borrow synthetic assets, swap them, and supply liquidity. So the trend this year in DeFi has been absolutely exploding. As you can see over here, this is DeFiPulse.com. We can see over here all time, right? We currently have $66 billion locked in DeFi protocols. And you can see that was absolutely almost nothing pretty much a year ago. So in the last year, we've seen this astronomical rise of DeFi, decentralized finance, meaning all sorts of protocols, projects, smart contracts, and ways to use collateral and finance in a decentralized way, borrowing, lending, earning yields. It is a completely innovative and new disruption industry that is really taking the world by storm, and we're only getting started with this. I think this is going to get much bigger because it allows you as just an individual to take control of your finances, over your money, and actually just do with it what you want, earn the yields, lock it up, stake it, all that kind of stuff, and it gives you that control to be able to do that. And we're only just getting started with it. The innovation in the space is staggering, and I think it's just going to continue to grow. Now DeFi, for the most part, has actually only been happening on the Ethereum network, and that is why it's such a big deal that DeFi is now being built on top of Icon, because that will give Icon a lot more interest from people who don't necessarily want to be involved with Ethereum, or who are looking for other options. And Balanced, whether or not this is going to be the DeFi solution for Icon, the winning one, who knows, maybe there'll be other ones in future, but this is the first one of its kind, and it's phenomenal because we're bringing DeFi now to the Icon blockchain. And since Icon is focusing on being on hyper connecting the world, it aims to connect different blockchains to each other. So when we get that interoperability, basically we can have decentralized finance, DeFi on Icon, that connects to other blockchains, Ethereum, Polkadot, who knows what in future, and that brings it all together. And I think this just massively increases the potential also for ICX, for Icon, and the adoption that's going to be coming on this in the future. So let's get back into Balanced.network now that we have that introduction to DeFi out the way, and that you can understand why this is literally so big. ICX is a proof of stake coin already that you could stake. I think the annual yield is about 12% per year. This has been the case for more than a year. You've been able to stake it, usually in the Icon X wallet, which is an extension for the browser, but there's other options. There's a new app that launched not too long ago. It's called IconFi. Binance has actually recently about 2 months ago, they launched staking for ICX on the Binance platform, so you can actually stake your ICX within Binance. So it is definitely expanding. Now, Balanced also allows you to stake ICX, but in this case, you can actually use it more for the DeFi purposes. So you're able to add your ICX on Balance. You're able to stake it, but you're able to use it as collateral to be able to get loans. You're able to use it to provide liquidity to pools, earn yields on that. So it's getting pretty exciting. Okay, so let's run through this. You can deposit ICX as collateral, so you can earn ICX staking rewards, which is roughly 10 to 12% a year without lifting a finger. You can borrow balanced dollars. So Balanced has something called balanced dollars. You can borrow up to 25% of your collateral value for a 1% fee without interest. So if you have $10,000 in Icon right now in ICX tokens, you can deposit them on Balance and you can get a loan of balanced dollars for $2,500 for just a 1% fee, which would be a $100 fee on a $10,000 amount, and then you can earn Balanced tokens. So Balanced Network actually have their own token. It's called BALN, Balanced, and you can use these tokens. They have a value. We'll get into that in a second. You can use them, you can stake them to vote, and you can earn a share of the network fees. So Balance, participate in the future of finance. It is DeFi designed for adoption. It's fast, affordable, and easy to use. It offers the best experience for ICX holders and a higher return than you'll ever get at a bank. Participate to earn Balanced tokens, which give you voting rights and a share of the network fees. Inflation decreases over time, so take part from the start and help shape the future of finance. One of the big problems with DeFi on Ethereum has been the congestion and the high fees. For a while, and even still today, it's not as high as it used to be, but for a long time, doing anything on Ethereum with DeFi, using smart contracts, using MetaMask, using multiple transactions, sometimes those fees go up to $200-300 for a single transaction, and sometimes the transaction fails. Sometimes you have to do multiple transactions. So doing anything on Ethereum can be very, very costly. Now doing it on Icon is a fraction of the price. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out, and if a lot more people are going to start using this, especially if at some point we're going to get interoperability between Icon and Ethereum and other blockchains. Maybe this can just, really, really become huge. So Icon has 11% yield to low, use Balance, you get all these different things. So one of the issues with staking in the Icon X wallet, for example, is that you manually have to go and claim your tokens, your rewards, and restake them. So the benefit of with Balanced is that everything is automatic. It automatically claims them, automatically restakes them. Now, there's obviously pros and cons to this. With Icon X, you hold your private keys, meaning you are in full control over your tokens. If you use the Balance platform to deposit your ICX and use the DeFi option there, you are putting yourself at risk of, putting your tokens in a smart contract. Now, this has been audited. They've been working on this for a long time, but there's never any guarantees. As with anything that's new, especially DeFi, it's highly experimental. So you just have to weigh out, are you willing to take the risk by who knows if there might be potential bugs or hackers who can exploit these smart contracts in any way in future, then you're at risk of losing tokens, versus holding it on a wallet like Icon X, where you are in full control of your keys and you don't have that smart contract risk. So pros and cons over there. Now, another benefit of using the Balanced Network wallet is that if you stake with them, you can unstake instantly, right? So that's one of the pros. Yes, you have the smart contract risk, but you have the benefit of being able to unstake instantly. And this is something that's not possible when you use the Icon X wallet. Sure, you have more control over your keys, and in that way it's safer. But if you want to unstake, you have a 7 to 8 day unstaking period, meaning if you want to sell your tokens right away, you can't. You have to wait 7 or 8 days in the case of using the Icon X wallet. So basically, balanced dollars are like a stable coin. It's like USDC, it's like USDT, but it's the Icon dollar. It's a balanced dollar, okay? So any cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, ICX, it's volatile, it moves huge amounts every day. So stablecoin basically maintains its value with the US dollar 1-to-1. So when you have these stable coins, it's basically easy for payments, for transfers, you have no volatility risk, all that kind of thing. So you can see it explains here, ICX is too volatile as a currency, so Balance uses that collateral to create a stable alternative, balanced dollars. Tied to value of the US dollar, it's ideal for payments, grants, and in-app purchases or services using the Icon blockchain. No KYC required. You can borrow balanced dollars for a one-off 1% fee, no interest, or buy some on the Balanced exchange. If you want to sell, Balanced will always buy BN USD for $1 of ICX. Now, some of the other options, and we'll explore this when we actually go into this and do the tutorial, you can swap assets. So you can use the decentralized exchange to swap Balanced assets with ICX and supported Icon assets. It's fast and the fee is only 0.3%. You can also supply liquidity, so you can earn Balanced tokens every day. You supply assets to the liquidity pool. Balanced pools receive 45% of the daily BALN. Others can add and incentivize their own pool. So there's a lot of innovation happening. It has just launched, it's only getting started, but you can see this could be the start of a huge ecosystem like there already is on Ethereum, where there's the swapping of tokens and liquidities and things with Uniswap and that kind of stuff. This could be the start of that on the Icon blockchain, which is very, very exciting. Now you can see, since Balanced has only just launched, I think 2 or 3 days ago, Balanced is a DAO owned and operated by Balanced token holders. There was no pre-mine, so from launch, every participant has an equal opportunity to own a share of Balanced and vote on its future. So if you have ICX tokens, and we'll get into the second how to claim Balanced tokens, just by staking your ICX, you can get BALN tokens as an airdrip. You basically get them for free, and especially in this launch phase, also if you want to contribute to providing liquidity and using the actual Balanced network, you can earn more Balanced tokens. And who knows, you know, in future maybe that could be worth a lot of money. Maybe it could be zero, but maybe it could be worth a lot of money. So you can see over here, to maximize your influence, participate early. Balanced distributed 100,000 BALN a day for the first 60 days, then it tapers by 0.5% a day until it reaches 1.250. Balanced has been audited by the best, so they have been working on this for a long time. They even delayed the launch to make sure that everything was as good as they wanted it to be. So you can see it's a decentralized and operates via smart contracts. The smart contracts were audited by Slowmist, whose list of clients include leading exchanges like Binance, Huobi, and OKX. An audit reduces the risk of smart contract bugs, but there is always a risk, like I said, so invest only what you can afford to lose. It is not 100% safe. Okay, so before we get into the actual tutorial of using the Balanced network, let's run through this real quick, how to earn Balanced tokens. The link to this article will be in the description below if you want to learn more and read it for yourself. So basically there's 3 ways right now how you can earn Balanced tokens. You can use an airdrip, you can borrow BN USD, and you can supply liquidity. Okay, so let's go through these 3 different ways. So you can borrow Balanced dollars. This is if you have ICX, you can deposit your ICX as collateral and take out a loan. There's a minimum of 50 BN USD. That means you can borrow up to 20% of your value. And basically, if you do this, you will be able to earn Balanced. Now, you can also supply liquidity, meaning that if you supply your ICX as liquidity for the network, you will be able to earn Balanced rewards, and it shows you a bit more detail here. This actually goes into a lot of depth. If you want to learn about the Balanced liquidity pools, I think that's a bit too technical to go into this video, and I don't want to bore you guys too, so I'll add the link to that also in the description below. If you are interested in liquidity pools and providing liquidity, that's a good place to start. And then finally, this is probably the most common way to be able to get Balanced, especially if you're an ICX holder. It's the community airdrip. So what this means is if you have ICX tokens and you have them staked, whether it's the Icon X wallet, the Icon Phi wallet, or you want to take your ICX and deposit it within the Balanced network, you will be able to get Balanced tokens for free. So you can see over here, from the 2nd of May, which is in 2 days from now, you can start claiming every single week those Balanced tokens. Now, to qualify, stake your ICX, vote for your favorite PREP. So you don't need to vote specifically for anyone. As long as you are voting, you got your ICX staked and you are voting for any PREP, you will be able to claim Balanced tokens. But if you are doing it manually using Icon X or you're using Icon Phi, then you will need to log in manually every single week and claim those tokens, because if you don't do that every week, those tokens basically they get forfeited and they get added to the pool for other people to claim. So if you have ICX, it's important, if you want to claim these Balanced tokens, that you're going to do this manually every single week as long as you want to continue doing that, of course. You can see over here how large is the airdrip. We expect about 70,000 balance in the first drip. Hope to sustain this amount every week thereafter. Any balance unclaimed at the end of the week gets added to the next drip, so the amount available in each drip is likely to increase over time. That is why it's so important you claim it, because if you don't claim it every week, well then basically it just goes to other people who claim it. So at this point, I just want to walk you through how this works so you have a bit of an overview and an idea of how this works. So it's app.balanced.network. This is basically how you use it. I'm going to be using it in combination with the IconX wallet, which is a browser extension, but you can also use it with IconFi. So basically over here we sign in, and you can see you can sign in with your IconX or with your ledger. I'm going to do it with IconX. And as you can see, for test purposes, I set up a wallet here. I have 11.86 ICX, which is about 25 bucks. So just for the YouTube video, and you can see this is how it works. So you're signed in with your wallet, super easy. You can see your wallet address in the top. You have collateral, you have a loan, wallet, and reward. So you can see it looks super clean, super easy. So you basically have two options over here. You have home and you have trade. So you can choose to deposit your collateral, and it shows you your wallet balance, which is currently $32, not too bad. So let's do a deposit here. And you can see it's all very simple, very straightforward. So let's go from the wallet and let's deposit 11 ICX. You can use the slider to confirm, very easy. And because it's on the Icon blockchain, basically the fees are super low, and you can see it's super fast. It's basically instant. So if you're frustrated by using Ethereum and the Ethereum network with the fees and how long it takes to approve transactions, you're absolutely gonna love this. Okay, so I've deposited 11.85 ICX. You can see over here my wallet is 0, and you can see the fee for that was only 0.01 ICX, which is literally just pennies, compared to Ethereum and the gas fees there literally being in the tens or if not hundreds of dollars. It's pretty nuts. So what I can do over here is I can borrow if I want. So I can take out a loan, and you can see I'm able to borrow $7 against my total value of in the $30. So I think it's a maximum of 25%. You can see over here the threshold and the collateral and all that stuff. So I can basically very easily, now that I've deposited this, go and borrow up to 20 or 25% of my total collateral. Now, I'm not going to do this personally. I'm not a fan of taking out any loans against collateral, simply because of the liquidation risk. Because if you deposit collateral, it means that if you don't keep sufficient margin and the market completely drops by 80 or 90%, well, then you stand the risk of losing your collateral. Now, I do like the fact that they do limit the amount that you can borrow against your collateral. In some places it's 50 or 60% or more. Obviously, in which case, if the whole market drops by 50%, which quite regularly happens with altcoins, especially towards the later phases of the bull run cycle, when things go really, really crazy, a 50% drop can happen pretty easily. And if you borrow too much, according to your collateral value, then you stand the risk of liquidation. And then if you don't add more collateral, you can lose all your collateral and ends up in big losses. So personally, I'd say be very, very careful if you are doing any loans or doing any sort of borrowing. There is risk associated with it. Even if you only use 20% of your collateral to borrow against, there is still risk, so please be aware of that. Okay, so I've just withdrawn my collateral over here. You can see this is done. So now we have SICX. Okay, so what this does is, for using the Balanced Network, when you deposit ICX, it becomes SICX over here. I can exchange it for ICX if I want. You can see over here, it is a one-to-one balance. It's like, for example, saying ETH and wrapped Ether, right? It's the same thing, one-to-one, but you need to use it for smart contract purposes. So you can see over here, I have that, but I can also change it for BNUSD. So I can swap my 11 ICX and I can get BNUSD, which is the stable coin version over here. So there's many different options of things that I can do. And you can see over here, what we can also do is we have the balance token over here, right? So this shows the US dollar price per balance. So right now, as I'm making this video, one balance token is worth 35 US dollars, BNUSD. It's the same thing as a US dollar. So I've already seen this trade as high as $70 in the last day or two since it's launched. So the price is all over the place. It's literally just launched. But basically, one balance token is worth $35 at this point as I'm making this video. So then if I have balanced tokens, for example, and I've earned them through staking or providing liquidity, if I have balanced, then I can provide them for BNUSD. I can swap them for stable coins, and then I can transfer that balanced token if I want to lock in the value. And let's say, you know, I have whatever, we can make it 100. Let's say I have 100 balanced tokens that I've earned over time. Then if I want to lock that in and secure my profits, I can swap it for BNUSD, and it would right now be worth $3,500 for 100 balanced tokens. Then I can swap the balanced US dollar tokens back for ICX, and I can swap SICX back to ICX for 1-to-1. So there's a lot of possibility here. You can see this has only just been launched, but the interface is very clean. It works very quickly because it's on the Icon blockchain, which is really, really refreshing, especially if you're used to working with Ethereum, which is so slow and congested, and you have to wait sometimes, you know, minutes or sometimes tens of minutes for a transaction to confirm, and it's expensive and all that kind of stuff. This is just fast, it works, it's clean, it's cheap, and I really like it. So this is basically the introduction to how this works. It's only just launched, so I'm very excited to see how this is going to develop, how it's going to grow, and how more and more DeFi products and opportunities are going to get integrated on this, especially if there's going to be interoperability in future, and you can bridge the blockchains Icon with Ethereum and Polkadot and all these other blockchains, and we can have this cross blockchain DeFi interoperability. I think we're only very, very new to this at this point in time, but over the coming months and years, I think there's so much potential with this, and it's super, super exciting. So if you enjoyed watching this, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, click the notification bell. If you want to get on my email list, first link in the description below. And finally, I just want to say before signing off, if you want help with crypto, if you need support, if you want to be part of a community who's doing crypto every day, we're all around the world, join my Intelligent Cryptocurrency program. There's over 700 of us in a private Discord, including myself, every single day. Also, I have courses, I have tutorials, I write a monthly newsletter, I share my own portfolio holdings, I share my own buy and sell movements in the Discord. So, you know, if you want that support and guidance, check out Intelligent Cryptocurrency. You'll get those details by signing up for my free masterclass, first link in the description. Or if you just want to go ahead and see all the details and sign up right away, the second link in the description will give you all of that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.